So apparently I was recording earlier and the desktop audio was on, so when the video was playing you did not hear it. So and everything went wrong whenever I reacted. It just reacted to no sound things. So I gotta redo it. You know, everyone makes mistakes. It's fine. It's no big deal. I'm not gonna hold on to it. I'm just gonna record another one. I'm just gonna learn how to switch my settings next time. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So anyway, yesterday I was on my phone and I was on YouTube watching a video. I forgot what it was, but I saw a certain video in the recommended with a thumbnail. It's like irresistible. I can't not click on it. And let me pull up the thumbnail for you guys to see. It was this video it's this video called I Can't Feel Pain. And it has this thing with a screwdriver on his head. I can't really believe it, man. And it's saying no pain. And then the title's I Can't Feel Pain, like I said before. Let's see if this video will work this time. I don't know. Hey, sorry for holding you guys up. Let's get into the video.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I have a rare disorder. I don't feel pain. I didn't always know this, though. Here's how it all started. My parents thought I was the most perfect baby in the world. Why? I rarely ever cried. I was laughing most of the time and only broke into tears when I was hungry or needed my diaper changed. My parents' friends who also had babies were so envious that my parents were able to get a full 8 hours of sleep each night. One funny story that my dad tells everyone over dinner is that when I was a toddler, I was playing in the dirt outside.
So far the story is going as normal. He was born and he was raised up, and then his parents were like, they had enough sleep because he didn't cry because no pain, you know? And I'm not sure how that works because babies will cry if they're hungry and if their diaper needs to be changed. So I doubt that he didn't cry at all, but let's continue the video to see what's up.
He heard me laughing uncontrollably, so he came to see what could have been so amusing about a pile of dirt. When he looked at me, he gasped. I had a huge scorpion in my hands, and I was just playing with it like it was a teddy bear. He also says I had a huge red mark on my leg where it had stung me. He screamed.
Okay, so far he's got a scorpion on his leg, and there's a red mark because of a scorpion sting, and he's just laughing because he can't feel the poison and the suffering from all that stinging, you know? So let's see what happens after this, man.
Screamed at me to drop it, then picked me up and ran into the house. I was still laughing, apparently. My parents took me to the doctor to check if I was okay, and I was. However, no one could understand why I wasn't screaming in pain.
Probably because he didn't feel any pain, right? Am I right or am I right?
Before I continue, please don't forget to like the video and
Okay, now he's begging for us to like the video because he felt no pain. Okay, very believable. And just so you know, I totally think this story is fake. There's no way this happened.
Subscribe to this channel. And make sure you hit that notification bell for more awesome content like this.
I will make sure not to do that.
I had 2 older brothers who were always pushing each other around, and when I was big enough to play their wrestling and boxing games, they included me too. They were always hitting or punching me, and instead of crying, I just hit and punched back harder. They'd often stop the games because they were in so much pain. I found it all amusing because I felt nothing. When I was about 6, my family and I were on the beach, and my mom got a sea urchin stuck in her foot. She screamed and shouted in pain. Then she burst into tears. My father tried to pull it out, but the more he tried, the more it hurt. I really couldn't understand why it affected my mother so much, so I went into the sea and caught another sea urchin. I dropped it onto the sand and jumped on it. It tickled. Mom, this is fun.
Okay, so we have this dude jumping on this urchin. Okay, and he's telling his mom, Mom, this is fun. Bro, look, he's just jumping. Whoa, no worry in the world. Whoa, come on, man, look at this. Ooh, this is so fun. There's no way this happened, man. There's absolutely no way this happened. I'm telling you, man, they scripted this, man.
I said. Oh my God, Ryan, she said. We both had urchins stuck in our feet. I was giggling and my mom was crying. My poor dad had to deal with it all. He drove us to the hospital where they helped us to remove the spikes. For my mother.
Bro, did you hear that squeaking noise? The squeaking noise from the car? That's unnatural squeaking. Probably it's because the wheels of the car don't spin.
Deal with it all.
Wait,
he drove us to the hospital where they helped us to
That's not me. That's in the video.
remove the spikes. For my mother, this seemed unbearable, but it didn't affect me at all. And I guess that is when I realized I was a bit different. I decided to use this difference to my advantage. At school, I developed the nickname Fearless
Okay, what type of things did he do to make him fearless?
because I was always doing the most outrageous stunts. I climbed to the top of the monkey bars and deliberately throw myself down.
Bro, I did this during elementary school. This did not hurt at all. This is not a really amazing task that everyone is surprised by. So let's see what else he did.
Or I'd swing really high, then just jump off midair.
Okay, jumping off midair while swinging. I'm pretty sure every kid has done that too, so nothing surprising so far.
One day, I brought a lighter to school and tried to impress a girl by burning my finger. It was so much fun.
Okay, so we found the thing that he did that was surprising. He just burnt his finger. He just made his finger just a cooked sausage in front of a girl to impress her. I am surprised.
But I have to warn you, don't try any of this at home.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to try to step on a scorpion or step on an urchin or whatever, or burn my finger at home, you know. I'm nowhere near an urchin or a scorpion, or I don't know. I'm mispronouncing my words right now. Let me get...
Or anywhere for that matter. I got into trouble for this because eventually the other kids wanted to attempt my stunts.
And they died.
When they did, they'd end up in excruciating pain with broken limbs.
Oh.
It got so bad that my parents were called into a meeting and I was expelled for being a bad influence. At my new school,
I mean, it's the other kid's fault for trying to do what he did, but it is what it is.
I became a bully because I was angry that those stupid boys from my other school got me in trouble. I became the most feared boy at school, and people would think twice before crossing my path.
Bro, this person on the right here, his forehead is so big right here. It's like an 8 head. No, scratch that. That's a 16 head right there. Half of his head is just face, and the other half is just forehead.
Path. The bigger boys in the higher grades tried to mess with me once, but I beat them up so badly that they learned to stay away from me. They were so shocked when I only laughed at them while they punched and kicked me.
Yo, is he just a jelly bean right there? Bruh.
They were so shocked when I only laughed at them while they punched and kicked me. I have to admit that part of me really loved the attention and respect.
I'm not sure about the respect part, but you got the attention.
Do things just for the thrill and attention. For example, one afternoon, my parents decided they'd take us kids out to enjoy a cool stroll in the zoo.
Alright, what you're about to see here is crazy, man. You won't believe it.
After laughing at the penguins and observing the zebras, I began to feel a bit bored. As we approached the lion's pit, I got a bright idea. Ryan, no! My mom screamed, but it was too late. I had already jumped in.
Okay, so here's what's about to happen.
I walked around, making funny faces at the lions.
Okay, alright.
While the crowd screamed for me to get out.
Okay, what's he gonna do right now?
Many people had already taken out their phones.
Notice how nobody called 911.
They were recording.
Everyone's happy that he's about to die.
I ignored them because there was a cute little lion cub approaching me.
I mean, it's cute until Mama comes and eats you up.
I ran towards it and picked it up. Suddenly, I heard more shouting. Ryan, look out, my dad said.
He's just saying, Ryan, look out.
Before I could even turn around, a lioness, the cub's mother, I guess, jumped on my back and bit my arm. I turned around and pried her jaws apart with my bare arms. Then I laughed and hopped out of the lion's pit. I was bleeding, but...
Well, did he just use the lion's back as a
bare
stepping
arms.
stool to jump off?
Then I laughed and hopped out of the lion's pit.
Look, he used his back. He just jumped off the lion's back and onto the wall.
Her jaws apart.
Look at that.
With my bare arms. Then I laughed and hopped out of the lion's pit. I was bleeding, but I seemed totally unbothered by the whole incident. I went viral that same afternoon. Everyone was talking about me. In the weeks that followed, I became so popular that I was invited by several talk show hosts to talk on their shows. It was all the attention I'd been craving, and more. As a teenager, I continued participating in extreme sports. I got tired of the bully reputation, so when I moved to high school, I hung out with the tough kids who were also into extreme sports.
Dang, man.
We called ourselves the Daredevils.
Whoa, the Daredevils. Really original name. I really gotta give that to you. So original. I mean, I would have thought of many more names, but the Daredevils, come on, man. You could do better, but you do you, man. You do you. I don't want to get beaten up by this dude who can't feel pain.
And every other week, we try a different challenge. We went mountain biking, paragliding, skydiving, and base jumping. But my ultimate favorite was
Drinking bleach.
cliff diving. I loved the adrenaline rush I'd get while falling through the air and then crashing on the sea. Unlike my friends, I had absolutely no fear. One afternoon on one of our cliff diving adventures, I had an experience that influenced the rest of my life. It was just like any ordinary day, but while making silly gestures on a cliff, I ended up losing my balance. Instead of falling into the sea, I hit the rocks and I ended up breaking both my arm and my leg.
Bro, he almost died low-key.
I only knew this because this is what the x-rays at the hospital revealed. I felt completely fine. Luckily,
Wait a minute,
because
what
this
did
is
they
what the
reveal?
x-rays at the hospital revealed.
Look, that's a totally normal leg bone. Where's the break? Where is the break right there? That's why he does not feel anything, because nothing's broken, my guy.
I felt completely fine. Luckily, my problem could be easily fixed, but the doctors were extremely puzzled about why I seemed to feel no pain at all. Although I could have been discharged earlier, they decided to keep me longer. Several tests were conducted, and after that, they did several more. After what seemed like weeks, they called me and my parents to a meeting. Many doctors were present, and everyone looked at me like I was some sort of alien.
I mean, he might as well be an alien for not feeling the pain of a scorpion and an urchin and jumping off and breaking his 2 bones and burning himself with a lighter and getting bit by a lion while holding its cub. Might as well be an alien. He's probably from Mars or something, my guy. Or Uranus, if you know what I mean.
The head doctor looked at my parents and said, "This is something we've never seen before at our hospital."
And he says that so chill. I mean, like, he's not even worried about his patients at all. Look at how chill
The
he
head
says
doctor
it. Like,
looked at my
look at how
parents and
chill he
said,
says it.
"This is something we've never seen before at our hospital. Your son Ryan is incapable of feeling pain," he said. "What?" my dad said. "Think about the way..."
What? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice after the scorpion and the urchin and the burning himself and getting bit by a lion, man. I'm just low-key brain dead and I don't know what's happening around myself in the world. That's basically what his dad is.
way he has behaved his whole life. I'm pretty sure there were many clear indicators, but
Yet many clear indicators. You think there are many clear indicators. Come on, this man's dad is dumb.
now that we've done the tests, we know for sure, replied the doctor. Well, there was the scorpion sting when he was a baby,
Okay, now you're thinking about it.
and he never cried when his brothers hit him, and he'd do all kinds of crazy stunts in elementary school. Then the lion. My dad went blank for a while, and then it all clicked. Well, Ryan
It finally clicked. Now this is the best discovery of his dad's lifetime.
needs to be extremely careful because he is unable to feel pain. He seems to constantly put himself in life-threatening situations. He will do things that ordinary humans would probably think twice about attempting.
Wow, we've never heard this analysis from anyone ever, man. Thank you, doctors, for pointing out the obvious to his dumb parents. Like, where is his mom in the story? His mom is just sitting there.
He will do things that ordinary humans would
See, look, his mom is just sitting there. We did not hear anything from his mom.
probably think twice about attempting. Think about it. He could have killed himself while jumping off that cliff, he said. Our suggestion is that he stops engaging in dangerous sports. Can you just calm down and behave like a normal young man for a while? He said while looking at me. I don't really care what any of you have to say.
This man is just roasting him. You want to be a young man and you just act like a normal kid. Ooh, and then look how mad he is. He just got roasted by his doctor.
Hey, I said while walking out of the room and slamming the door. I was angry. How dare they all talk about me like that while I was right in the room? I loved my life, and I loved the adrenaline rush I felt when I took risks. I wasn't about to put myself in a bubble just because I couldn't feel pain. Instead of persuading me to be careful, the doctor's revelation caused me to feel like I was superior to everyone else. I decided to use my ability to make money. I started making videos while I hurt myself to see if I could get lots of views on YouTube.
Drinking bleach.
I did everything I could think of. I stuck needles in my hands, smashed bricks on my head, and one time I even set myself on fire. People were horrified, but I found it hilarious. I gained more and more views and more followers. When I finally hit 1 million, I felt the greatest sense of accomplishment I had ever felt in my life. I also continued my dangerous stunts, and when I was old enough to drive, I did every single thing I was told not to do in
Uh-oh, he's going too fast, my guy.
school.
Call him Fast and Furious, because he's fast and he's furious.
I also bought a motorbike, which became my favorite thing in the universe. I learned how to do many stunts, and of course, I did them all without a
On top of buildings. Very believable. How's he gonna get the bike on top of the building?
universe.
Wait, watch this.
I learned how to do many stunts, and of course, I did them all without a helmet. This was the worst mistake, and maybe I should have cared and listened to my mom when she begged me to wear it. One night, while I was biking through the mountains and testing out some stunts all by myself, my lights stopped working. It didn't bother me much, but I decided I should try to head back home.
Okay, his only smart decision of his life. Let's see how this goes.
I went speeding through the mountains back.
Never mind, he turned that smart decision into a dumb decision because he went speeding. Teenagers these days. Back in my days, we didn't have motorbikes. We just had dinosaurs.
To the town. I really enjoyed feeling the breeze through my hair. I didn't think that speeding was a bad idea because these roads were usually clear at night. Suddenly, I saw a bright white light and heard a huge bang. Then, everything went black.
He went through the air.
I woke up to a masked face staring.
Me and the boys when you got coronavirus. Just look at that for a few seconds, let the joke settle in. I know that wasn't a good joke. I just gotta wait for it so that the laughter quick settles down, let's go.
Staring directly at me. I looked around and realized I was in an operating room. I looked at my body and realized I had many cuts all over. The surgeons were trying to stitch me back together, and it looked really gross. I didn't feel anything, but just seeing myself like that really upset me. I was given a few sleeping pills, and when I woke up hours later, my parents were sitting by my side. "Oh, Ryan, my love, what have you done to yourself?"
Okay, so finally we hear from his mom. This is the grand finale of the whole the whole story.
"Now," my mom said while wiping the tears off her face. "What do you mean, Mom? I just feel a bit drowsy, but I'm perfectly fine," I said while trying to sit up. But I couldn't move. I tried and tried again, but nothing worked.
Yo, is he paralyzed neck down? He's gonna be the next Stephen Hawking speaking with the computer.
"What happened to me?" I asked. "You were in a really horrible accident. You were paralyzed from the waist down, and you might be confined to a wheelchair for the next 3 years."
Good for him. Good. Bro, I wouldn't be laughing if this was a real story. This is obviously fake, my guy.
"Honey," my mom said. "But that can't be. I didn't feel anything," I said, shocked. At that moment, the doctor walked in. "Although you don't feel anything, you have badly injured."
Okay, that's the end of this video. I'll just X out of this video. So I'll show you guys what happened when I searched up for this story. When I searched up I feel no pain, my story animated, look at these other videos. Look, I can't feel pain, I can't feel pain, I can't feel fear, I don't feel pain, I sleep, I die, I don't feel pain. Look at all these I can't feel pains. You see this? Like they just copy pasted the video ideas. Look at the channel names too. That's my story, share my story, short stories, meet my story, my life. Come on, man, like that's crazy. Wait, who is this dude? Serum? I guess this dude is doing a fake reaction to this dude. I have holes in my hand. Ew. But anyways, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, go hit that subscribe button. I've been having a good day. Yesterday was Christmas. Merry Christmas. I didn't wish you guys a Merry Christmas, but anyways, let's see you guys later. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling right now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Goodbye.